What if everything known about the name of the Savior was wrong? What if the name spoken for centuries, sung in worship, and whispered in desperate prayers was never his name at all? Imagine growing up believing you knew him, only to discover that even the name you called was changed long ago. This isn't a conspiracy. It's not blasphemy. It's a truth that has been hidden in plain sight, one that religion, translation, and time have quietly buried. Welcome to Yeshua's Call. This is not an ordinary channel. This is a journey, one that strips away tradition to reveal what has been lost beneath layers of history. If you are hearing this now, it's not by accident. Something led you here, a stirring in your spirit, a pull toward truth that refuses to be silenced. Stay until the end, because what is about to be revealed will change the way you see faith, history, and even the very name you call upon in prayer. But before we uncover it, pause for a moment. Like this video so more people can find it. Subscribe to Yeshua's Call so you won't miss what's coming next. And in the comments write, "I'm ready for truth," because by the end of this message, you'll understand why those words matter more than ever. Let's begin with a rule that exists in every language across the world. A rule every linguist, translator, and historian knows by heart. You never translate names. A name is not just a word. It is identity. It carries heritage, purpose, and spiritual weight. Michael is Michael in every tongue. Muhammad is Muhammad in every culture. Buddha is Buddha everywhere on earth. Names do not change. And yet one name did. The most sacred name in human history, the name of the Messiah himself, was altered, reshaped through centuries of translation until it no longer sounded anything like the name first spoken by his people. His original name was Yeshua. But today, most of the world knows him as Jesus. Why? Why was the one name above all others treated differently? Was it convenience or something more deliberate? What happened in history that made the world trade the true name of salvation for a familiar echo? Pause and think about this. Every time the name Yeshua was spoken in ancient times, it carried a message. In Hebrew, Yeshua literally means salvation. When people called his name, they were proclaiming, "Salvation is here." But over time, through translation and cultural adaptation, that power was obscured. A new sound replaced the old one, and the true meaning faded from memory. The result? Generations grew up calling upon a name they believed to be original, a name spoken from pulpits, shouted in revival meetings, and written in Bibles. Yet it was a name that did not exist in the first century. And here lies the difficult truth. Human nature clings to the familiar. People hold on to what they've been taught, even when evidence challenges it. Comfort becomes tradition. Tradition becomes law. And law becomes the blindfold that hides truth. To question it feels dangerous, even disrespectful, but truth does not vanish just because it's uncomfortable. When the heart dares to speak Yeshua, when the lips choose to utter his true name, something happens inside. It feels different. It feels alive. It breaks the rhythm of tradition and reconnects faith to its roots. This is not rebellion. It's restoration. It's returning to the original sound that heaven itself knows. The transition isn't easy. The name Yeshua might sound foreign at first, strange to ears conditioned by centuries of repetition. But the moment it's spoken with understanding, a deep realization begins to unfold. It's as if the spirit awakens and recognizes something ancient and pure, something that was always meant to be remembered. And that's when the mind begins to ask, if his name was changed, what else might have been altered? What other truths have been buried beneath comfort and custom? This single discovery becomes the doorway to deeper revelation, a call to question, to seek, to know. Yeshua once said, "You are the light of the world." Light doesn't hide. Light exposes. When truth shines, darkness can no longer disguise itself as tradition. To know his true name is to see with new eyes, to step out of the familiar and into freedom. So understand this clearly. His name is not Jesus. His name is Yeshua. And calling him by that name is not heresy. It's honor. It's an act of reverence. It's returning what was taken and restoring what was sacred. It's choosing truth over habit, authenticity over tradition, and revelation over routine. Now ask yourself this. Can comfort be set aside to embrace truth? Can the familiar be released long enough to rediscover what was once pure and untouched? Because this decision, this simple shift of the tongue, reveals more than belief. It reveals readiness. If this message resonates with your spirit, it's not coincidence. This is your moment, your awakening. The truth has found you. If this revelation opens your eyes, press like right now. Subscribe to Yeshua's Call and become part of a movement that seeks truth, not tradition. And in the comments, write, Yeshua is Lord. Let the world see his name restored. Let the truth echo beyond every boundary of language and culture. His name is Yeshua. Let that truth burn in your spirit. Let it free your mind. And let it remind the world that salvation has always had a name, and that name has never changed.